Let's take a look at the published phase 2 clinical trial data for retatrutide to figure out what the optimal doses really are. So the first thing that's important to look at is the color coding here for the lines that you can see on the graph. ID is the initial dosing. So if it says ID 2 milligrams, they would have started at 2 and titrated up to the dosage that you see here, which is where they would have stopped. So if we look at the data over 48 weeks, the groups that started at 1 milligram and stayed at 1 milligram through the entire course lost 8.7% of their body weight. The groups that started at 2 milligrams and titrated to 4 milligrams lost about 16.3% of their body weight. The groups that started at 4 milligrams and titrated or stayed at 4 milligrams lost 17.8% of their body weight. The groups that started at 2 milligrams and titrated to 8 milligrams lost 21.7% of their body weight. These are all on average, by the way. The groups that started at 4 milligrams and titrated to 8 milligrams lost 23.9% of their body weight. And the groups who started at 2 and went to 12 lost 24.2% of their body weight. So what can you take away from this? Really, the optimal dosage in terms of cost effectiveness and results that you are going to get out of it is going to be somewhere between the 4 and 8 milligram range. The people who started at 4 and went to 8 only had a difference of 0.3% of body weight loss over the course of basically 1 year. So how many pounds would that difference in weight between the 23.9 group and the 24.2 group actually be? For a 300-pound person over the course of 48 weeks, that 0.3% difference would be 0.9 pounds. So if you would have taken 30% more of the compound, you would have lost 1 more pound over the course of 48 weeks. To me, that would not really make sense in terms of cost effectiveness and overall effectiveness of the compound, because you can see even at that point, both of those groups were still showing a downward trend line. All of these groups were still losing weight in some capacity over that 48-week period.